Hello and welcome to another Let's Play. Me, GamerWolfSix, from Sileo, Tales of a New Dawn. Before we start, if you're interested in playing this game, you can get it for free on itch.io. But if you want to support the people that make this game and or get the newest version earlier, you can go to their Patreon, where it's $5 a month. So, last Let's Play, we helped Lucas do some preparations for the festival, and then a new day happened where we could have, did it with Kyrex again, but we chose not to again. So we're going to go meet Ty to help him with the festival. The morning had been successfully filled, so I made my way to the festival grounds where I met Ty and Diego, the latter of whom had only recently arrived himself. Perfect timing, Adrian. We're expecting Lucas any moment now. Hey, Adrian. Where's the stall? Lucas is bringing it. I lack a tow bar myself, unfortunately. Besides, he crafts stages, I craft drinks. I have no doubt Lucas could erect a stall in a fraction of the time. Makes sense to me. I'm hardly any good at that sort of thing myself. It's kind of strange Lucas still hired me. Well, it is true. He does do a lot more than just stage assembly. Speak of the devil. Morning. It's after midday, big guy. Time flies. Afternoon then. You both are in the nick of time. Eric, didn't expect to see you working again so soon. How's the foot? Pfft, it's nothing. I'm fighting fit as ever. Looking closely, it was evident Eric was favoring his other leg. I merely shrugged. Eric was nothing if not stubborn. I thought there would be 3 of you. That was the plan. As would happen, Adrian helped me out last night, so we weren't snowed under as I expected. Was able to let Dom finish in time to meet with his friend for the festival. Well, Adrian. It looks like we're all indebted to you for your hard work. Anyway, Eric, let's make a start. The stall won't build itself. As you command, my liege. Oh then, shall we see if we can lend a hand? After all, there is not a whole lot we can do until the stall's prepared. You sure we wouldn't be getting in the way? I'm sure Lucas would reprimand us, were that the case. Let us make a start. Alright, let's do this. It had taken a little more than half an hour to assemble the stall and set up various different cooking implements and tills. Lucas and his team had also prepared ingredients in bulk, having provided more than enough of us to begin. We've still got containers of ingredients back at the office. Wasn't enough room to bring everything in one trip, but there should be enough there to get started. Indeed, Lucas. Thank you for your hard work. I think you have enough. What you've brought us should last us a few hours at least. Would you mind delivering the remainder around 5 p.m.? It is rather warm today. I think it would be best if they remained refrigerated until then. Whoop, actually pressed right. I mean do that. Boop. That's fine. I'll meet you back there then. Thank you again, Lucas. Lucas departed with Eric in tow, leaving the 3 of us at the newly assembled stall. Alright, what's the plan? Who's doing what? Well, I had only originally planned for the 2 of us, but when I think about it, having 3 is probably for the best. We were somewhat overwhelmed last year. I remember vividly. It sucked. Then you must also vividly recall the extra pay you received. Ain't gonna lie, probably wouldn't be here if it didn't. But wait, there's 3 of us. Does that mean no bonus? Ty chuckled, seeing Diego's obvious concern. I suppose that all depends on how hard you work. Oof. Yo, Adrian. Sounds like financial blackmail. I really don't think that's financial blackmail, Diego. Anyway, returning to the matter at hand, Adrian here already knows how to operate the register. Besides, having such a handsome face in the counter can only help sales, yes? Hey, I'm handsome too, you know. Ty chuckled as Diego's outraged response, as he blushed slightly, in response to Ty's obvious flirt. An obvious flirt which, like much else, seemed to have gone right over Diego's head. Of course you are, Diego, but you're also mighty fine fry cook. Wasting our incredible talent on anything else would be such a waste. Well, I am pretty good. I guess I can put those skills to work this time. I couldn't believe Diego had fallen for that. Which leaves me to assemble and plate everything. I think we will make an excellent team. Now, much like last year, we're using a custom menu for the festival. Customized. Naturally, operating out of the stall, we do not have the beats to replicate that menu. Furthermore, people do not want to wait 20 minutes for their meals. Our menu today is largely simpler recipes that are quick to prepare, made special with our premium ingredients and masterful preparation. And it would seem people are looking forward to it. Ty pointed towards the front of the stall. Through the opening, we could see that people were steadily flooding into the festival grounds. While the festival itself hadn't begun yet, it seemed as though people were all too keen to get in ahead of time. In addition to this, people had started forming lines at each of the stalls, with ours not only included, but boasting a bigger line than any of the others in sight. I feel as though it would be pertinent to make a start, yes? Diego, I expect full well that our boigas will be bestsellers. We're due to open any minute, so it would be good time to make a start on the plates. Man, this already looks like it's gonna be busier than last year's. Shit. Where's the patties? Adrian, once the patties are almost finished, feel free to open whatever. The three of us all manned our stations, in preparation for a busy shift ahead. Following Ty's instructions, I waited until the patties looked ready and removed the close sign from the till. The first customer came up to the window and placed his order, then the second, then the third. I'd been working hard, serving customers for a good hour or so, when I was taken by surprise by my next customer. When my next customer was a familiar face. Well, if it isn't, I don't think I got your name. The name's Adrian. Ah, yes. How embarrassing. My apologies. Anywho, it seems to me as if you are in your element. Oh, please. All I'm doing is taking orders. I'm not doing it half as much as I'm not even doing it half as much, even half as well as you. I'm not sure if that's a typo. Over putting several things, I'll just save that. Oh dearie me, you flatter me so. I assure you, I have no intention of buttering you up. My compliment was genuine. Ah, but I suppose much chatter can wait for another time. I do not wish to hold up the line. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but the nachos are the normal menu item, are they not? That's right, it's the same recipe here today. Excellent. I have been meaning to try them for some time now. I'll have one plate of those, hot. Oh, and are you selling alcohol at the stall as well? Hot, eh? How adventurous. Only bottles, nothing fancy, I'm afraid. A crying shame. I hear good things. I suppose a bottle of dry whiskey will have to suffice. Are we talking about like those little tiny bottles that you can down in one gulp or something like that? Because I don't know. A bottle of whiskey seems kind of strong. Sure thing. I took Jay's money, handed him his drink, and submitted the order before turning back to him and realizing something. Oh, hey, those are your work clothes, are they not? Well, so let me set my face. Boop. So you noticed, the cafe has a stall here as well. I'm just on a short break. Decided to try the legendary food of Thais. I hope we don't disappoint. I have the utmost faith in you. Most faith you won't. Tay came up behind me, handed me a takeaway container marked nachos, hot. I passed it to Jay, who returned with an appreciative nod. Well, that is my cue to leave. I will no doubt be seeing you around. Later. Jay waved and headed off in the direction of the cafe stall as another customer approached the counter. There was at least 10 in line at that very moment, and was showing no signs of getting any quieter. Hey Ty? Yes, Diego? Is there another box of patties somewhere? Because I'm about to run out. Oh dear, one moment. Ty pulled his cell phone from his pocket and made a call. Lucas, I apologize for this, but we need the second delivery pushed forward. Yes, indeed. It would seem we are on target to easily beat last year's sales. I appreciate that. See you soon, old friend. Ty returned his phone to his pocket. A look of relief spread across his face. Apologies to you both. We are busier than expected. Lucas will be around soon with a second batch of ingredients. The three of us all returned to our stations, comforted by the knowledge that we weren't about to run out of food to sell. But alas, we were mistaken. Lucas arrived and delivered the remainder of our supplies, but as the queues kept building, those ingredients began to run out as well. It was now several hours later. Half our menu had already been marked as sold out. The majority of the drinks in the fridge were gone as well, with only some unpopular brands of soda and a bitter imported beer remaining. What? People need IPAs to get smashed. As a consequence of this, as well as the time and overall winding down of the festival, for the first time in 6 hours, there was no queue at our stall. Ty was somewhat upset at this, but neither Diego nor I seemed to mind one bit. Man, thank goodness. Another hour of that, I'd have lost my damn mind. I don't think I've ever worked that hard in my life. You both did wonderful. I could not have predicted we would have been that busy. However, much like last year, I simply did not prepare enough food. Hey, think about it this way. At least there won't be much wastage, right? Heck, even looks like we managed to sell a few of those beers that have been sitting in the fridge forever. I feel somewhat bad that they are the only alcoholic beverage we have left. I guess it says a lot that even then we did not manage to sell our stock. I remember you gave me one as a reward once. I think I took one sip and threw the bottle out. That shit's nasty. I still don't forgive you for that. It was worth a try though, was it not? Say, Adrian, would you like a bottle on the house? Yeah, I think I'll pass. I'm not surprised, in the slightest. Although you deserve a reward, both of you. Well, not everything went perfectly to plan. We managed to increase on last year's sales by a whopping 40%. Nice. Hell yeah. Adrian, would you like to finish up and see the festival before everything closes up? It would be your first time, and I would loathe for you to miss it. I appreciate the offer, but I thought about Ty's offer for a moment. As much as I wanted to see the festival, Diego had worked the previous year as well. It made more sense he got to go. Of course, that wasn't the only reason. If Diego were to go, Ty and I would be alone together, an opportunity too good to pass up. I think Diego should go. He worked last year after all. Yo, you sure, dude? That's very generous of you, Adrian. If you are both in agreement, I would be happy for Diego to go instead. Go for it, Diego. Enjoy the festival. Thanks, dude. You too, Ty. I'll be expecting my bonus in the mail. Ty chuckled as Diego waved goodbye to both of us before leaving the stall and disappearing into the crowds. Well, that leaves just us then. So it does. Gotta admit, though, surprised you offered to let me go instead of Diego. But it went exactly as planned. After your insistence on being here in the first place, I did not expect you to simply walk away. Smart. Why the bluff, though? I suppose I want to see it for myself. Confirm that theory of mine, and I'm glad I was right. Anyway, we do not have much left to sell, but we might as well remain open for another hour or so. Any objections? None. Wonderful. Oh, and discount those beers half off. I want them gone. Another hour or so had passed, with only a few customers visiting the stall. Despite this, I did manage to move another bottle of beer. A bottle the customer took a hearty gulp of and spat out on the ground. Ty had instructed me to begin closing up, just as 3 familiar faces arrived at the counter. Hey, we're not too late, are we? Hey, Adrian. Evening. Hey, guys. It's just in the nick of time, actually. We're just about to close up. Sweet. Hey, Ty, don't suppose you'll sell some leftovers cheap, would ya? I turned to look at Ty, who reluctantly sighed and nodded. Sweet. Damn. No burgers. I'll take mild nachos. Axel? Ooh, I'll have the nachos too. Make mine a burrito. Any drinks? Beers are half off. You can stick those beers straight up your ass. I'll take soda instead. Me too. What's so wrong with the beers? Dude, trust me. Just trust me. Go for the soda. Huh. Guess I'd better make it a soda then. I grabbed their drinks, while Ty busily prepared their orders in the background. So, you're closing up after this, right, Adrian? That's the plan. Axel, Dom, and I were headed back to Axel's place to play some video games. You should come with. That makes sense. There are 4 controls after all. The more the merrier, right? Oh, while the proposal did sound appealing, I had something else in mind. Alas, it would be difficult to explain without spilling what was going on between Ty and me. As I awkwardly shifted my feet, thinking of an excuse, Axel and I made contact. The look on his face told me he understood, and the wink he snuck me suggested he had a plan, although I wasn't quite prepared for what happened next. Oh no! What is it, Axel? I think I left the oven on. What? Seriously? Axel, you've been here for nearly 8 hours. I know! Isn't it terrible? We need to go right now. My house might set on fire. You know, if there was a fire, I'm sure we'd have heard about it by now. But what if we didn't? Please, I'm so scared. Fine. Neither Dom nor Diego seemed to buy Axel's terrible excuse, but reluctantly agreed to go along with it anyway. Dom in particular was clearly very suspicious. Knowing Axel better than anybody, and knowing how out of character all this was. Sorry, Agent. We'll be at Axel's house, assuming it isn't a crater by now. Guess we're heading off now, but might see you later, yeah? Maybe. Good luck. Hope there's no fire. Axel winked at me once more, before the 3 of them briskly departed in the direction of Axel's apartment. Just what on earth was all that about? Shit, that cheetah is one hell of an awful liar, but I owe him one. Oh, why so? Because now I have you all to myself. Ah, I can only assume Axel knows then? I suppose we were not at all settled yesterday, but as much as I applaud your work ethic, I fear you may have wasted your time. What do you mean? My attention was diverted to a familiar vehicle pulling up beside the stall, with Lucas and Eric hopping on out of either side of it, had come to a stop. Lucas and Eric would be cleaning up and dismembering everything. There's not a whole lot for us to do. Well, you know, that isn't exactly what I had in mind. Oh? Then clue me in. Just what do you have in mind? You said it yourself. Despite some hiccups, today was a success. I was thinking you and I could celebrate that. What do you think? You know, I quite like the sound of that. Evening. Geez, there's nothing left. Indeed, we have sold almost everything. Today was quite the success. I'm glad to hear it. Oh, and would the 2 of you mind terribly if we were to depart? It has been a long day. You understand. No problem. That's why you're paying for what you're paying for. Not, won't take us long to pull everything, at all to pull everything down. Great. Feel free to help yourself to the beers in the fridge. Thanks. They're on the house. Sweet. Free beers. What do you say, big guy? After we finished. Got it? Copy that. The two of them quickly got to work, cleaning up the mess, packing away the appliances, and dismembering the stall. Ty and I headed out to resume a conversation. I can't believe you gave them those nasty beers. That's cruel, Ty. Indeed. I expect a grumpy phone call from Lucas tomorrow. Ah, well. So, any ideas where we should go to celebrate? Well, my place is not far from here. Not far, and there is a bottle of aged scotch there, just begging for such an occasion. Bring me back to your place already, eh? Wait, bring me back to your place already, eh? Well, I'm down. Let's... Where do you two lovebirds sneaking off to, eh? For your information, we intend to celebrate the fruits of our labor. It's been a long and hard day after all. Yeah, long and hard. I get you. What are you insinuating? This is merely a figure of speech. Sure. Don't worry about the stall. We've got it covered. You two celebrate to your heart's content. Welcome to my humble abode. Please, make yourself at home. This is the first time I've seen Ty's house. Admittedly, I was impressed. Although, I don't honestly know quite what I expected. It was clear that Ty had money. The house was sizable, modern, and filled with nice things. Although, through the window, I could see even a swimming pool, with some kind of thing going over the edge of it, or over top of it. Damn, this place is real nice, Ty. You've got a pool. Jealous. Years of hard work have paid off. I have something of a home gym downstairs as well, although I hardly mean to boast. Explains why you're such a fantastic shape. Why, thank you. Your compliment means a lot. Now, Ty made his way to the kitchen and received an expensive-looking bottle and 2 glasses from the cabinet before filling those glasses with ice and the contents of the bottle and turning to the living room with both glasses in hand. Ty passed the first of the glasses to me with a smile and held his up expectantly. A toast to a successful day. Yeah, let's not go too far hard on it. We clinked our glasses together before each taking a sip. Ah! It tasted almost like a swig of straight gasoline. Looking up at Ty, I met his expected gaze and forced a smile. Well, what'd you think? It's lovely. Please, any symptom could see, you have to develop a taste for it. That's quite right. We have plenty of time. This is only the finest Scotch whiskey. A bottle of this goes for thousands. I've been saving it for special occasions such as this. Seriously? I would think of better occasions for that if you're saving it for special occasions. But thousands? Oof. Thousands? Jeez. Are you sure the occasion is worth it? This bottle was a gift, so if your concern is that you are sipping away my hard-earned money, you can relax. And yes, I assure you the occasion is well worth it. One second, let me just take one thing. I heard a snap, but I don't know what it was. After all, I am in terrific company. I couldn't help but smile at Ty's remark as he took another sip of the whiskey. Man. Permit me to fetch you something a little easier to drink. Ty departed for the kitchen once more, fetching a bottle of tropical cider from the fridge along with 2 glasses before returning to his position on the couch. Here we are. I think we will find this more agreeable. Be sure to take it easy though. It will sneak up on you. Ty filled my glass, which I grabbed and drank in one gulp, all the while holding eye contact with Ty's surprised face. You were saying? Not letting me get the better of him, Ty followed suit downing his glass in one as well. This is a dangerous game you're playing, Adrian. You say that as though you mind. Oh, not one bit. But if that's the way things are going, neither of us will be in any state to take you home. Perhaps that's all part of my master plan. I never knew you were so cunning. I must admit, I enjoyed a great deal. I reached over and picked up a bottle of cider, pouring out the glass for each of us before returning to my position. My position with mine. Ty obliged, picking up his glass and taking several swigs. A dangerous game indeed. You realize you're scheduled on the bar tomorrow, yes? Oh. Ty chuckled heartily before resuming his conversation with a warm smile. But worry not. Truth be told, I find the trajectory of this encounter to be quite intriguing, and I'm most excited to see where it leads. Please, take tomorrow off. I will manage. Are you sure? I wouldn't want to let you down. Certain, I have made my choice. Please, do not worry about it. It's weird that he's planning for me to get hungover. I feel a little guilty, but I'll take your word for it. Please do. So tell me, you worked for the company that developed our point-of-sale software, did you not? How was it? Oh, that. Absolutely horrendous. I was living in the big city, working more than full-time hours, and only putting away $2 above minimum wage. $2? Surely that cannot be right. That's capitalism, baby. I kid you not. I was living in a studio apartment, super run down, 2/3 of my paycheck. The pipes rattled and leaked, floorboards creaked, and I got a mouthful of dust whenever the neighbors upstairs went at it. I was one of the batch of seven hired straight out of university. They called it an internship and told us how lucky we were to even be getting that. I remember one of the guys in our group confronted the boss on that. He was like, "We've got rent to pay, food to buy, student loans to pay off. How are we supposed to survive in the heart of the city on that kind of money?" What did he say? He went on this big rant about how our entitled generation, about how we don't know how good we have it. They were lucky to have these opportunities. Wow. That guy walked right out of there. Our group had dwindled to 3 within a month. We all had degrees. We'd spent years in university learning the skills, only to live in poverty and squalor as soon as we got out. Barring my student loan, I had no other debts. But for most of the year, I ate one meal every 2 days. Fuck! It was all I could afford. I was a tad chubby back in uni, not anymore. I was late on most of my bills. Just not enough money coming in. My credit rating is shot. If I had spent another month in that situation, I'd probably have declared bankruptcy. It was that bad. I'm sorry to hear that. Things are tough, especially in the big city. And things certainly are not made easier by exploiting the youth. It's alright. Kinda sucks I'm not using my degree. But, well, I've only been here, a week? I'm happier now than I've been in a long time. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Diego is not using his degree either, as it seems. I know he had some doubts about moving to Woodcrest, but having heard your story, I can tell he made the right decision. Though it shocks me that I pay more than an international software conglomerate pays their new grad interns. I run a bar. Tells you all you need to know about that company. Perhaps when the contract expires, I should look into the competition. What contract he's talking about? Oh, right. For software. And then he dropped ice all over the floor. No, wait, maybe we should cut it here. Like, I'm personally a bit short on time. Let's keep going. And then dropped ice all over the floor. And when he went to clean it up, he slipped over. What a klutz. Between us both, things are going incredibly well. We both had talked about ourselves, our past, our goals, and for the future. On top of all that, the alcohol was setting in nicely. Perhaps too nicely, considering our noticeably slurred speech. All the while, my noticeably slurred speech. Although Town claimed to be similarly impaired, and yet he barely betrayed any sign of its intoxication. This was a good idea. Thank you for suggesting this, Adrian. Oh, and that reminds me. Ty reached into his pocket and took out several bills out of his wallet, handing them to me. What's this? A bonus, or a tip, if you will, for the hard work. And worry not, Diego will be receiving one too. I counted out the notes. There was 300 there. That's a big tip. Of course, I would not think to shortchange you, but you know, I was kind of open for another big tip, if you catch my drift. I am slightly disappointed you would stoop so low, Adrian. I was kicking myself. That was terrible. Surely it wouldn't work. Such a dreadful pun. You should be ashamed. Ty chuckled heartily and laughed. I returned half-heartedly, still uncertain how my daring flirt landed. Although I must concede, it sounds like a perfect way to end such a wonderful night. That is, if you were similarly on board. I was in disbelief. There was no way that worked. Simply no way. Then again, considering the rate at which things have been moving, perhaps I shouldn't have been surprised. Oh, are you serious? Not knowing how to respond, I sheepishly nodded with a smile. Ty stood up, my heart turning a somersault as he began to dismantle his tie. Do you think it is now? Maybe I'll just turn this off right here, tap it quickly to see if anything happens. Oop. Okay, it's the sexy music with tigers. Though I guess we'll just have to hold that off till the next Let's Play. Because we are, what, 30 minutes in? Wait, wasn't there like a scene change or something? Okay, there it is. But yeah, that's going to be the end of this Let's Play. Sorry about that. I'm on a bit of a time crunch, and we are at that 30-minute mark. And it's not like we're going to end that night here, probably. So, end of this Let's Play. So, please comment, because I like comments, tell me what you like, dislike, tips, as always. Ooh, if you like me, YouTube and links it grow, then please like, subscribe, and check out the videos that grow, and please remember to spay new animals that control the population. I'm gonna have to go check to make sure everything's sorted. And yeah, if you want to play this game, it's available for free on itch.io. But if you want to support the people that make this game and are getting the newest version earlier, you can go to their Patreon, where it's $5 a month or $54 a year. And until next time on Let's Play, me, GamerWolfSix of Tiger Daddy Simulator. I mean, Sileo Taylor's new dog. So thanks and see ya.